Welcome to the frozen north, where the first breath of a Viking child was taken in cold air and colder expectations. Birth was not a celebration for all. If the child was weak, deformed, or simply unwanted, they were left to the elements. Exposure to pain was their first lesson. This was the beginning. There was no childhood, not like ours. By the age of 5, they were working, hauling water, gathering firewood, scraping skins, feeding fires. Every chore was survival training. Every moment a test. For boys, the path was sharp. They learned to fight, not to flinch, to bleed, but not to cry. Pain was practice. Their first kill, a gateway to manhood. A boy's name was earned in blood. Girls faced a different war, one of firing and silence, grinding grain, weaving wool, tending wounds and hearts. But their worth was measured in cows or silver. Their fate, chosen, traded, endured. Empathy was punished. To show love was to show weakness. If a child helped another, they were beaten. If they cried, they were mocked. Instead, they were taught to laugh at pain. This was strength. This was survival. Death was a teacher. They watched pyres burn, stared into smoke, and silence, no tears, no fear, only fire and memory. A child who wept was not ready. A child who stared could lead. They did not learn from books. They learned from blood, how to trap, how to sew wounds, how to gut and cure and carve. There was no room for mistakes, no room for weakness. Their minds were shaped by urgency, their hearts shaped by fear. At a certain age, they were renamed. The old name was forgotten. Identity was erased. A boy became a tool, a girl, a vessel. All uniqueness, gone. What was left was obedience. Some became legends, warriors of the sea, explorers of ice and iron. But inside, the child remained, lost, broken, buried. Their silence was the scar. The women did not vanish. They stayed. They worked. They endured. But they, too, passed down the pain. From mother to daughter, again and again. Not all surrendered. Some remembered kindness, a secret touch, a small gift, a whispered tale. In the dark, they found warmth. And where there is warmth, there is hope. The Viking were strong, but strength alone cannot last. Their cold hearts could not change. Their world shifted, and they could not follow. Today, we raise children differently, or do we? Are we too soft, or still too harsh? What do we teach? To care, to cope, to be whole. A child is not just muscle. They are heart and soul. They are story and songs. They grow when they are safe, when they are seen, when they are loved. The Vikings taught us what happens without love. They survived, but they did not heal. Let us raise children, not for war, but for wonder, for light, for life. Good night, and may peace be your guide.